Hey folks, today is August the 20th. It's currently 8:59 in the morning. Just got logged into the trade room here, and it looks like they've taken one trade this morning on the ZB, and that was a 4-tick loss. On the ES, they haven't taken any trades yet, and on the CL, they have not taken any trades yet. I have the room muted right now, that's why we can't hear any talking, but today I'm going to look at trying out their trade entry software again. Everything went well yesterday. Extremely well actually. Once you press the button, let me bring this up here. Once you press this buying an up close or buying or selling a down close, you basically don't really have to do anything else because it automatically enters you into the trade. I have mine set for a 1-tick pullback. Gives me a better entry, and also it enters your ATM strategy automatically. So a lot of good things with their proprietary software here. And of course you can get a 7-day trial with that. And I also noticed when I went to the Rightline Trading website, had this pop-up limited time special offer. They're also letting you guys try out the where is it at, the software as well. So basically you can take the room trial and also the indicators trial as well. I'm not sure if this is really a limited time special or if that's just a way for people or for them to get people to sign up, but definitely come to RightlineTrading.com, get signed up for it so you guys can actually get into the room and start taking some of these trades as well. Alright, let me go ahead and pause it and I'll come back once we get our first opportunity. Alright guys, we're going to sell the ES on a down close. Just called that in the room. Let me put this up over here so you guys can see it. And of course, if it doesn't happen, it'll automatically cancel the order.
Trade still in.
Alright, and as you guys saw, it canceled automatically. Alright, I'll go ahead and pause it and we'll see what happens on the next opportunity. Alright guys, same setup here, selling the ES on a down close.
Order pending.
Alright, and there's my pending order 1 tick back. So that worked perfectly. Let's see if we get filled here. Didn't quite go through it.
All right, now we're in the trade.
Come on, get filled, get filled, get filled.
Order filled.
Alright, so now we're filled into the trade. Let's see what happens here. Alright guys, we're getting close to getting stopped out, about 2 ticks away. Market can still reverse and come back. About 1 tick away now from being stopped out on this one. And look at that, right back to the open price. So one good thing about this is we don't use large stops.
Come on.
We've come pretty close several times now to getting our first profit target hit, but the market is just bouncing around the entry price. So we'll just have to be patient, see what it decides to do here. One more tick. That's all we need. One more tick down and we would have hit our first. So hopefully there it is.
First target's hit. There we are.
Target filled.
Target's filled.
Beautiful. Alright, we're at our second target. Has to go through it. Tell you guys, that is pretty frustrating. The market has been sitting there for a nice length of time.
Target
There it
filled.
is, finally.
Second target's filled.
It just takes time. Alright, our stop is at break even. Alright, we'll put it 1 tick behind our break even level. If it comes back and stops us out, we'll have lost $12.50, so not necessarily too bad for us.
I was still in on the runner.
Alright guys, again the market is just fluttering around the entry price here. I'm at about 10 minutes, 30 seconds. Hopefully it'll decide to do something one way or the other. I really want to record as much of the actual trading as I can.
All right, let's take the runner out at 2058.50. 2058.50 38.50.
Let's see if we get taken out here.
One more.
Alright guys, either it's going to go down and fill us there, or it's not at this point. Has one tick to go down, and it seems like it's having a really hard time doing it. Alright, I'm close to being stopped out here. If I am, won't have lost anything. We're at break even right now.
Come on.
Alright guys, we got one tick.
One more.
Just one tick.
Stop filled.
Alright, my stop got hit. I believe they're using 2 ticks behind break even. So they should still be in the trade. Like I said, I didn't even want to risk it.
I think we're going to lose the runner. Well, in fact, we just came back to break even. We did. I held up for one more tick, and we're out of the trade.
Alright. So not bad. That gave us quite a bit of heat initially, but it was still a profitable trade. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here. It's getting a little bit
We went
long.
5.
So I'll be back with you guys on the next opportunity. Alright guys, we're going to buy an up close on the ES. I'll bring this over here again so you guys can see it.
Order filled.
Alright, got filled on that. Let's see what happens here.
Target filled.
Target's filled. Both first and second targets are filled.
Stop filled.
Alright, looks like
And
he
we're
got
back.
Looks like he
And
got
we
his
have
first
stopped
and
out.
second. I was only able to catch the first.
I'm marking in a minute.
All right, guys, let me go ahead and pause it again, and I'll be back on the next opportunity here.
Hold on bonds.
All right, guys, we're waiting to get filled on bonds here. We haven't got entered into it yet. Let's go to ZB. As you can see here, we're waiting to get filled. One tick down and we'll be in. And
Order target filled.
in all honesty, I'm not even sure what just happened. ZB 915. I'm on the correct. Let me see what's going on here. Guys, I'm not sure what just happened. I should be in this trade, but for some reason, it's not showing me as in. Alright, I'll look into this a little bit later. We'll continue to watch and see what happens with them in the trade room here. That's a bit disappointing.
All right, close 15919. 15919 on bonds. We're out. We're out, even though it's going up. 15919. Man, bonds are killing us today.
Alright, guys. Let me pause. I'm going to try and figure out what's going on with that. Alright, guys. My guess is that this their proprietary software closed the trade out after it wasn't filled by the time that bar closed. So that's what I'm guessing it happened here. Alright, so we're going to just continue to be patient here and wait and see what happens next.
Buy bonds on up close.
Alright, let's try this again, guys. Buying bonds on an up close.
There goes the ES. Still sitting with bonds.
Alright, guys, we just passed the 20-minute mark. Hopefully we'll go ahead and see something happen here momentarily.
You cannot believe bonds are not moving up.
Alright guys, let me go ahead and pause it, and I'll just come back once this decides to either close up or down. Alright guys, he just told us to close the bond trade, so I just did.
Put it back in.
Okay, buying and up close.
Buying up close on bonds.
And now we put it back in. And this is that same bar. I'm really surprised that this hasn't moved or ticked over to the next bar yet. It's taking an extreme amount of time to finish. Alright guys, that's pretty interesting here. I'm going to go ahead and pause it, and I'll be back again once this bar closes up or down. Alright guys, we just closed the bond trade. We just gave the call.
On crude oil,
I gotta tell you, I'm not liking Hotcom. A lot of times when he's talking, it just breaks out for some reason.
let's see if we get a move up on crude.
Alright, let me go ahead and pause it. I'll be back. Alright guys, we're going to sell the ES on the down close. Let's get over here to that.
Let's close the trade. It's way too aggressive. Close it.
Another thing I've noticed that I'm sure you guys have as
Bonds
well.
just collapsed.
There's plenty of time to get your trades entered. I'm usually able to press the button here and then get everything over here for you guys to see, so it's not really a rushed type situation. Alright, be back with you guys on the next opportunity. Alright guys, we're going to sell crude on a down close. We're already at 25 minutes. I'm going to pause it and I'll come back once we get filled. Alright guys, this is an interesting situation. We have this trade in, but we also are going to buy bonds on an up close.
Whichever one hits first, we'll cancel the other one.
And you heard it. Whichever one hits first, we'll cancel the other one. So now we're just waiting to see which one ticks over to the next bar first. See the ZB here.
And we may lose them both.
Yep, looks like neither one might get filled.
The bond trade's still in. So's the crude trade. Alright, the crude trade's just been canceled.
Crude's just being canceled. No luck there. Now let's see what bonds gives us here. Alright, I'm going to pause it now and I'll be back once we get entered. Alright guys, we got our
We're filled on bonds.
waiting to get filled on bonds here. Again, I need the market to pull back one tick. Shoot. Didn't give me a pullback.
First target's hit.
Order canceled.
I went ahead and canceled it, folks. It didn't. It did pull back, but it didn't go through it. So they are actually at their first profit target. It's a bit disappointing, but not much that can be done about it here at this point. Let's see if it continues pushing up.
Second target's hit. Close at 27. Close 27 right here. We're out at 27 on the trade.
Alright, so they got their first and
Right
second
here.
profit targets hit. I might need to look at taking this out. That's the first time it's actually stopped me from getting into a trade. Alright guys, let me go ahead and pause it again. Hopefully we'll get something else. Alright guys, we're going to sell the ES on a down close. I decided not to use the one tick pullback on the ZB, but the ES and the CL typically move a lot more, so I shouldn't have any problem getting filled here if it ends up a down bar. So let me go ahead and pause it and I'll be back with you guys momentarily.
Alright, that trade is automatically canceled.
Alright,
Let's see if we get a pullback to the value area low on crude.
let's see what happens next. Be back shortly. That trade was automatically canceled, as you just heard. Alright guys, we're going to sell crude on a down close.
See if we get the down close. Look at the ES coming right back to the 50 and to the point of the value area low. This could would be a really great place to short the ES. So let's watch what the ES does, and we've got a short trade in on a down close on crude.
Alright guys, I'm sure you guys just heard it, so we're going to watch the ES and the CL. Let me pause it and I'll see if we get filled on the ES trade. Or on the CL trade, excuse me.
One green quant line.
Alright,
we're filled on crude.
let's see what happens here. Alright guys, let me go ahead and pause it and I'll come back once we get close to one of our orders here.
It's on crude.
Target filled.
Alright, so we just closed that out. Close on an up close.
Just ran us right over.
Alright, so we're down a bit today here. Let's see what else we can do. It's only 10:40. I know they've traded up until about 11:30ish, so we're just going to wait and see what he does next here. Alright, be back with you guys shortly. Alright guys, we're going to sell the ES on a down close here.
All right, it took us out. We got a first target already.
I see what happened here. I wasn't able to get in time, but
I'm
it
sorry,
already
we did
gone.
not.
So they had already got entered into the trade. Let me go ahead and cancel this. Alright, so I wasn't able to catch that trade here. Let me go ahead and pause it and I'll be back shortly. Alright guys,
Trade's in.
we're going to buy an up close on crude. Alright, we'll see what happens. I'm going to pause it and I'll be back with you, excuse me, back with you guys shortly.
There's no follow through to the upside.
That's a shame. Hopefully we'll get an opportunity to make back this little negative that we have here. We still have about 30 minutes to go or so. It's 11:05 right now. If not, we'll just have to count it as a losing day. Alright, be back with you guys shortly. Alright guys, we're going to buy an up close on crude.
We'll see if it ticks in.
Be back with you momentarily and we'll see if we get filled into the trade. All right,
Order filled.
just got our order filled, guys.
Sold.
Let's see what happens here.
Come on.
All right, guys, let me go ahead and pause it, and I'll come back once we get our first target hit, or if our stop gets hit. All right, guys, he told us to move our stop up to break even, and that's exactly what I did. We came within 1 tick of hitting our profit target, but the market just would not push up to give it to us, so I'm assuming that's why he went ahead and told us to go ahead and jump out.
Boy, it almost stopped us out. It almost gave us a first target.
All right, it's now 11:12. I'm not sure if he's going to continue on, but like I told you guys before, I'm going to stay in the room until he's done trading here. And we're at 38 minutes, so hopefully you guys are still with me, and we'll pause it and come back on the next opportunity. All right, guys, we're going to sell the ES on the down close. All right, I'll come back once we get entered.
Filled.
All right, guys, the order just got filled here.
We were filled.
And from what I've seen here today, the 1 tick pullback doesn't seem to be a problem on the ES and the CL. It's just the ZB. That's a slower moving market that there's a issue with it. So keep that in mind for when you guys do your testing here.
There's our first target.
As you guys can
And
see,
there's our break even.
I wasn't able to get filled,
Illegal cannot get a runner.
so I might just move it to break even, guys, and that'll be it today for me.
I have a feeling it's going to break lower.
It's a bit disappointing, but there's not much can be done about it here.
Stop filled.
All right, guys. That's just going to be it for today.
If it pulls back, we're going to take it short again.
All right, well, we'll see if it pulls back. And it looks like one of my orders was able to get filled there on that first profit target, I'm thinking. Because I was down 125, I believe, and now I'm down 75. So something got filled. Just not sure what. And the others were taken out at break even.
Let's see if we get a pullback.
All right, I'll pause and see if we get another opportunity here. All right, guys.
We're taking it off the point of control and the 50.
Buying it up close on bonds. Be right back.
Order filled.
All right,
Target
guys.
Filled.
We got filled.
Well, we're filled.
Buy on an up close. Guys, this is actually really weird here. We got filled into the trade, and for some reason it's not showing it as being in here. Let's see here, Rightline ZB. Let me see what this looks like here. 2 1 1. Alright, so something's not right with the ZB, and I'm guessing it's probably with the way I have things set up in here. So I'm going to have to look into this to see what's going on with it. But we were at 75, and now as you can see we're at minus 200, and I have no idea how we got into the trade and it closed out as a loss before we even got to see the market moving. So this is really bothersome. I'm not sure what to say about that, folks. Anyway, let's continue watching here. We'll see what the people in the room are going to get.
Man.
Alright, I'm going to pause it and I'll come back once they let me know that their first target was hit or that their stop was hit. We'll see what happens.
A wick.
Alright, guys. Looks like it just took them out.
I've never seen such a good trade go bad.
On that little down wick to 159.19, as you can see here. That little wick ended up taking them out.
Even though it was against the quant line.
Alright, well, he said he was going to go over all the trades. I'm not going to record all that for you guys. We're already at 43 minutes here, and it's getting kind of long, so this is an example of a bad day. Every system has them, and today we were able to obviously catch one for the Rightline Trading Room here. And obviously part of this is my fault here. I'm not sure what I did wrong with the ZB, but something's wrong with my setup here. So I'm going to have to dig in there and try to figure out what's going on with it. But with that being said, that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to try to keep them under 20 minutes tomorrow, or for the last video tomorrow. So we'll just
I knew this
wait
trade
and see.
was going to work. This trade is going to, I think it's going to come right back and go right up.
Alright guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.